Hey guys, welcome to my example solves video of the 4x4x5. Check out my tutorial if you haven't already, that should be up first. And I've already scrambled this. I already tried to do a video on this, it went too long and my camera stopped. So what I'm going to do is do three example solves. I was going to do 5, but apparently it would take too long. And let's just get going so this video doesn't end up being too long. So here I get an easy start. I'm going to go with my first two centers. I'm going to start with blue, and you can easily see that if I bring this here, we'll solve two 3x1 lines, as you can call them. So I'll do this, I'll have this, I'll have this. I can bring this opposite here and connect them so we have our first center. Then I'm going to start doing the green center, the opposite center. And you can see I have this green piece here and this one here. So what I can do is do this without disturbing this blue center on the side. And I can just push it inside here. And I happen to have this red-orange already solved. It's very unusual, but let's just roll with it. First what I see is this orange-white that I can make for my first edge. I'm going to store it on the left or the right, it doesn't matter which, I'm going to go on the left. And the next thing I see is actually nothing good here. So what I'm going to have to do is bring this red-white piece up and then make it right here and then bring it back down. And I happen to have this green-yellow made. It's already where it should be, so I'm not going to disturb it. And I'm going to make this red-yellow edge next. You see that they're adjacent, but I have to make them opposite. And to not disturb these two centers, the red-orange that I'm working with, I'm going to do an R, U, R, so that they're intact. And these two are opposite now. I can put them on the right and left. And then, yeah, actually I can just finish these last four up by doing an RI. That's also unusual. This would be a very nice speed solve. It's kind of unfortunate I'm not doing this as speed solve. And then I would, so my next thing would be finish the last layer, which would just be this L. And while I'm doing that, I know I have this green-orange finished, and I have this red-blue pair made. So I'm going to do is bring this aside, do an R, U, R prime, or just R. So I have this block and this block complete. I just have to put these two corners in. And this one is directly above where it should be, so I'm going to do this L, U prime, L, U, L, a D2. And then I'm going to find the green-red. That's not the correct one, since we have green on both the same side. This one would be the correct one. Do that same thing. And there should be no parity right now on this side, since we put in two corners. But we do have parity on this layer. So what we're going to have to do is fix that up. And we see we have a Y permutation now, so we're going to fix that Y permutation. And we'll also remind ourselves that we have this parity here. What we're going to do is finish these last two centers that I've neglected. I can do them at any time. I typically do them at this stage just because while I'm doing my 3x4 PLL on this layer, I find it easy to look for what I have to do next for the two centers. So that's what I do. So I'll go ahead and I'll solve that last piece. Then I see this orange-blue, and I see the blue piece right here. Must go here. And I'll also bring this down to attach to it using this left side, the parity side. This can't attach right now, so I'm going to attach this red with the red-blue corner and then make a bigger block here. And then I just have to make these two attach. And instead of bringing it down just like this and having this bad middle layer parity, what I'm going to do is move it to the side, spin this twice, then bring it down, so I have this 3x3x4 parity instead. And what I happen to have here is also parity on the top. So this is like the worst case, but it's actually not bad. What you want to do is hold it like this. These two edges are going to be the one that are switching, and do this 3x3x5 like parity. And they should be swapped. And then we just simply have a J-perm. And then the 3x3x4 parity for the last step. Alright, that's solve 1. Here comes solve 2. Alright, so I think I got a good scramble here. This is immediately, I would say, blue or orange. I might go with blue this time since we have these checkerboard-like inserts. So what I can do is insert it like that. I have this here. Insert it like this. I have this one here. And they're opposites, so they can just be brought together like that. Now, what I'm going to do here, I have this piece and this piece from my last insert, and this one can just go directly inside. I'm going to push this so that this goes in this center, like this, and instead of just bringing it back down, I'm going to spin this out of the way, and then bring it back down. Now we have these two can connect, and you can push that into the green center, finish in the green center, and now we just have orange and red, and it's already set up so that we have just one left. Except this is on the bottom. What we can do is just an R, a 2R, spin that in half, so that we have these two unfinished 2x1 pairs on the top. And then we do this algorithm that I showed in the tutorial. It goes like this. And we don't have to finish it like this. We can look for our first pair. So our first pair might be this red-white, or the orange-white, or this green-white. I'll go with the green-white. Put that in the bottom left. Our next one could be red-white here. Place that in the bottom right. And our next one might be this orange-white. And we happen to have this green-yellow. But typically we have to be careful not to break this next one once we make that fourth one. But we're on the fifth one now. What we're going to do, since we have 4 left, and these have to be swapped with each other, these have to be swapped with each other, what we really have to do is bring this one here like this, flip them, and then bring them back like this, so that these are 2 away. So when we turn it like this, they're going to be solved. So this one and this one have to be swapped. This one and this one have to be swapped with each other. And the edges should be complete. It's a very easy case. It's not... I take that back. It's an easy case. It's very nice. We just have this... Again, we just had this L to finish the middle layer. It's a very nice case to have. And I see... I could go with... either... This is very strange. I have like green, orange, blue, orange, green, red. That's really weird. Okay. I could go with either yellow or white here because it's completely symmetric. Vertically. I mean, crazy. So I'm going to put this blue-red pair where it goes right here. And then I know I have red-green. Unfortunately, this red-green's here. That's not a big problem. I can attach it to this one, and I also happen to have the orange-green corner attached to it already. and we have this orange here, still here. So we'll have one left, and since we have this like this, we have one corner left to insert. This will be fixed at the end, and it happens to be right here. So that bottom layer is finished, and we have no parity on this layer. We just have a J-perm on the right. Now we go and find all the whites to put on the bottom. So most of them are on the top, so we can do this RI, U2, D2, RI, and those will be now on the bottom. And now we just have this one left. An algorithm I use all the time. We happen to have a lot of edges in the right place, so we could just insert corners if we wanted to. However, I see green-red and this green right here, and this is opposite, so this can be made very easily by going R, U2, R, and I have this here. And I made that, and then I can fix this up, breaking that apart, and also putting this together at the same time. And then putting the last corner on, and bringing it back down. And now we're just on the last layer, and this happens to be an E-perm. Okay, that's solved. Hopefully we get some kind of parity. I might redo it again. Or I can just make the parity, I guess. Try to make some kind of hard case. That's not hard. Let's make it harder. That's not hard either. Okay. It's nothing I can do too fancy, but let's go with it. So, I have the blue here, I have green. I also have a very nice red that I can start. I can put these two together. So let's go ahead and do that, because when I do that, I'll have these two solved. I can move this independently, put it together, see that they're opposite right here, and then move it into the red center right here. So orange, these two will go together. And what I want to do, since this is here and this is here, I want to push this piece into this center. So I'll go ahead and do that. Move this here, move this out of the way, push it back so that the red remains intact. Move this twice so that they can attach, those two orange, and then push it into the orange center. Now we have this blue line here that's very nice, but we have this checkerboarded piece that's not together. So what we're going to do is push these two into this and make that line on this side, and these will be the way we want it on this side, but it'll be on here. And we'll just bring them together, so we'll have one left. And I wanted a case, I'll just show you after. We'll bring this up with a whole 2R turn. These two would be going to be the ones we're going to switch, so that's the left, twice away, and then fix it. What I wanted to show you was this. Shit, that's not right. Yeah, okay, that's it. So I can also do it if I have it in the middle layer like this. It's the same case. I'm just moving this layer instead of this layer. So I'll do that same thing. I'll turn these twice like this, move the middle layer here, and make sure these look the same way. So this is a C, this is a C. I'm going to move this middle layer to the right, spin this twice in the back, RI, B2, move this middle layer back, and then we can start doing our edges. So that's what we would do if we had that case. I had a feeling we wouldn't get it because it's hard to get. So right away I see green yellow. So we're going to start that. Green yellow on the right. Green white here. I'm going to put that in the bottom left. And of course we see this red white that pair has been made. We'll keep it there. We see blue yellow here, correct? Now they're adjacent, so we have to make them opposite. So I'm going to bring this here, and these could be flipped like this, so we're going to be safe and do an R-U-R in the front. And then move them to the side. And we have a 3 cycle for the edges. So we're going to move this to the side. No, that can be in the bottom, it doesn't matter. This orange yellow is going to be pushed into this orange yellow right here. So we're going to do that with an LI. So this is made. This edge still has to be made. This edge still has to be made. I'm going to bring that so this and this are opposite on the top. So I'm going to bring this here, do an L, and then bring it back. Then do another RI, or LI, it doesn't matter. Alright, so this could be saved if we're careful. This could be saved. So, what we're going to do is save this one. And we're going to work, this is going to be yellow for the bottom since we have the red blue. Excuse me. So, I have red green, this is the correct red green I want on the bottom. However, we had to save a piece, so we no longer have this green here. So we have to find the green, which could be this one or this one. We'll go with this one. Attach it, bring it to the bottom. Next is the orange green, which should be here. And we also had this whole line right here that we can bring down. So we're going to bring that down, and this whole bottom layer will be solved. Now we simply have a G-perm, no parity. I think I screwed up. I'm sorry. I forgot to do U2 after that whole thing. Okay. So, we're going to solve the bottom center. We're first going to flip it side because I like doing white. And we happen to have this checkerboard pattern on both sides. So, we'll have to do it individually like this. Then we'll do this one with this one. Centers are solved. And I see white orange and blue orange. It doesn't get much easier than this. Attach them. Now next could be green orange, or it could be blue red. I'm going to go with the blue red since we can attach it simply doing an R. Bring it down. These can attach. And we have parity here. We have parity. No, we don't have parity in the top. So we'll make it so we have parity in the top, and we'll fix parity by doing this 3x3x5. And we're going to do it on 2 edges. We'll take advantage. I got G-perm. I don't really like G-perm, but that's what we got. So that's 3 solves. If I missed anything, please tell me, and I'll try and make another video to cover it. So thank you guys for watching, and please subscribe and all that stuff.